Alrighty, fellas. So this fight is pretty freaking easy. You can just run Flurret with a free-to-play team, and he can still clear for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the mechanics and my Rev Cards. Ikuzo. Fellas, so let's explain to you how this fight works. So there's really no phases. It's just one whole big phase. So you're going to be fighting Belpheghor, and he's going to have two Sandmans by his side. So what does Belpheghor do? So Belpheghor really is going to be me for most of the fight unless you wake him up. How you wake him up is you attack him. But you don't want to focus him right off the bat. And I'll explain why in a sec. But the Sandmans, all they really do is they keep him asleep. He'll respawn them after you wake him up when there's none on the field left. So how would you approach this boss, you ask? So Belpheghor obviously is not going to be your main priority. You're going to want to kill both Sandmans before you even want to touch Belpheghor. Because if you attack Belpheghor with any Sandman left alive, it's going to put it back to sleep. And if you wake him up, he does a big AoE attack that does so much damage. Like, even to the point where it does like 60% of your HP if you're not careful. So you never want to attack him while both Sandmans or one Sandman is on the field. You always want to attack him when both Sandmans are dead. So there you go. TLDR, kill both Sandmans, and then you target Belpheghor, and then he'll revive the Sandmans, and then you'll rinse repeat. Alright, let's go ahead and show you some Rev Cards. Ikuzo. Alrighty, fellas, so let's go ahead and talk about Rev Cards for this team. So for Flurret, you're going to want the Win DPS set. That's going to be Harmony and Victory. And next, with Minami, you're going to want the Highlight Increase set, Trust and Prosperity. You can also do the Healing set as well. I believe it was Acceptance and Love. As for Soy, you're going to the Defense Shred set. So that's going to be Departure and Control. And lastly, on Rico, you're going to want the Navi set, Resolve and Labor. As for Wonder's Dagger, you're going to be using Ex Machina. It's the most common that everyone uses, and we don't really have a dedicated Wind Dagger at the moment. And if you are struggling in survivability, All In's going to be okay, but mainly use Ex Machina. As for Personas, just use Vishnu. That's all you're going to be using, because you're going to be mainly using him to down all the Sandmans so that the Wonder follow-ups and Flurret follow-ups kill as soon as you can. And by the time you use Vishnu's Wind of Nirvana, Sandman should be dead, and you can start inflicting it on the next Sandman or inflict it on Belf himself. So, yeah. Anyways, no more yap. Let's go ahead and get into this fight, shall we? Ikuzo. Alright, so let's get started with the fight. So if you don't have Minami, by the way, you can use like Medic Twins or Lufo or Morgana. Whatever you need to do. Marion's rotations are quite easy. You're just healing, so if you need to, you can hoard skill 3 with her stacks. If not, you can spend it. Doesn't matter. So Shun, you're just going to be mainly spamming skill 2. You're going to be using Gun once you wake up Belpheghor. And whenever you down any of the Sandman, try to maximize the amount of follow-ups you get. So in this case, I tried to get a Wonder follow-up in and a Flurret follow-up in. And Flurret, pretty easy to use as well too. You're just going to skill 3 spam for the most part. And that's really it. And as for killing the Sandmans, as long as you kill both of them at the same time, it doesn't matter when or how you do it. Right? Because Belpheghor won't wake up until you like physically touch the guy. Now, as for Rico, she's very useful in this fight because she can easily down opponents even though they're not weak to obviously certain elements. So take advantage of that fact. And another thing as well, for highlights, you always want to save Flurret's highlight on Belpheghor and not waste it on the Sandmans, because at that point it's a waste of DPS, because these Sandmans die very easily. So it would be better if you just save your Flurret highlight for when you can solo target Belpheghor. But other than that, I'll talk to y'all in a sec. See what I mean? You want to make sure you use highlight in conjunction with skill 3 so you can maximize damage for whenever he's awake. And once he's awake, he's going to respawn the Sandmans, and you're just going to redo the whole fight all over again. Right? Obviously, make sure you don't target him if there's either 1 or 2 Sandmans on the field. Notice that I'm maximizing all my 1-mores, right? So in this case, I would always target the Sandmans with either Vishnu or Flurret. My bad, Wonder. So that you can get 2 follow-ups instead of 1 if you just use a neutral typing. And bear in mind too, if once you wake up Belpheghor and you feel like your team can't really tank, just take advantage of Soy skill 3 and his highlight to increase HP. So since we did Shun highlight, we barely take any damage from this. And here, since Belpheghor is wide awake, you can take advantage of that and just gun Belpheghor without worrying about getting hit. And it's a really good debuff, Soy's gun. But yeah, that should be it for the run. I'll let y'all enjoy the rest. Well, boys, if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer as soon as I can. We're super close to 500 subscribers on YouTube, so it would help out a lot, y'all. And yeah, look forward to more videos in the future. Maybe an Astrolab clear walkthrough video or some sort of free-to-play poll plan video, just anything. I'm still cooking up some ideas. But until next time, y'all, deuces.